Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. Pardon my absence for the past, week or so or less, I don't know. But, been busy. Obviously. But anyway, we need to talk about LEGO. Specifically, the fact that they're disrespecting the Bionicle community. Us. How, you might ask? Take a look at the events that transpired ever since 2010, when Bionicle ended. Effectively got killed off after the stars were released, and the story was officially wrapped up. Motunui versus Makuta, and there you go. At the end of 2009, basically, or beginning of 2010. They replaced Bionicle in 2010 with Ben 10 sets at first, which pissed off some of us, a lot of us actually. But the parts were somewhat useful. Somewhat. Then they replaced that with Hero Factory. Hero Factory was the spiritual successor to Bionicle, and at first I didn't like it, but I bought the sets anyway because I could use the parts. With Hero Factory, in the second year, we got CCBS. And for this, we are grateful. Because CCBS is a fun building system. You can't convince me otherwise. If you try, you will hurt your own brain in doing so, so stop. Hero Factory lasted until 2014 at the tail end, and then we got Bionicle G2! For 2 years! And LEGO shat the bed with that one. G2, LEGO fumbled really badly. The blame is on them. They keep pointing the fingers at us, claiming that we are to blame because we didn't push Bionicle G2 on the youth of, at that time, effectively enough. Well, LEGO, it was your own poor marketing, subpar marketing, that was to blame, and you are to be pointed the fingers at. So stop blaming the fans on your mistakes, which you've made countless mistakes, let's be honest. G2 ended horribly with the final episode of The Journey to One. What a rush job it was. The ending was way more rushed than G1's ending. I mean, seriously. In 2022, we got the 90 Years of Play set with a little Tahu googly-eyed monstrosity. I still hate that thing. But it provided some fun and excitement. LEGO gave us the opportunity to vote for Bionicle in the 90 years anniversary contest. They broke their own rules and chose the two runner-ups, Castle and Space. No Bionicle set. Except for Tahu as a representation of Bionicle in the 90 Years of Playset. I'm grateful for that, but still a piece of shit! 2023 came the GWP. And wow, what a debacle that was. The only reason they released that set, and by the way, this set is fine. Y'all are just unwilling to accept this set for what it is. It's a good set. It's a fine tribute, despite not being actual construction parts and no masks. It's good enough. Bite me. That set was only released as a gift with purchase to further boost LEGO's sales at the end of January 2023. And this is what I have to say to LEGO about that. January is a quiet time for LEGO. So naturally, sales are lower towards the end of the month. So what they do, release this GWP. There's a couple of prototype models of Takaruva, which would have been pretty cool, or the 6 Toa in a miniature sword. Those were pretty cool. We got this instead, the GWP, and it was fine. It's fine. I still have the box sealed up, even though it's empty. But the reason LEGO brought this set out, again, was to make more money. $100 you had to spend in order on licensed themes, ironically enough, to get this gift with purchase. Wow. This turned out to be a shit show, and rightfully so. It was quite a spectacle. And here we are 3 years later. Now, in 2025, I also heard that Greg Farschi was effectively fired from being part of LEGO. Now he's independent anymore, I guess. I don't know. But in 2025, we lost Bionicle Masks of Power, a fan game that looked amazing! LEGO, at first, didn't want to cancel it. Supposedly, but I don't believe it. I believe they deliberately forced the developers at the time at Team Konohi to cancel this game outright. It basically erased it from existence. The thing is, you can find the data and stuff on the Internet Archive, so I suggest you download it while you can. It's quite a hefty load. That's what she said. You're gonna need a lot of space for that. I hope you have, like, I don't know, 2 terabytes. We lost Masks of Power, and it's all because of LEGO's ignorance towards the Bionicle community, because we wanted this game. Team Konohi was going to shadow drop the game, demo-wise, after 3 more months of cleaning up and polishing. LEGO just didn't want to do it. They didn't want to let it happen. It was too easy for it to confuse it for an official LEGO game, because it was being used. It was being made with what is it, the Unreal 5 engine or something like that. It was amazing, but LEGO and their god-awful legal team decided that enough was enough. The confusion was enough for LEGO to have this game canceled. And now here we are in 2026, and LEGO are still laughing all the way to it. Quest for Motunui is still going as far as I'm concerned. But I wouldn't be surprised if LEGO forced the devs to cancel it. And I frankly can't see why they're even going forward with it anyway, because, well, Craney passed away. And with him gone, I don't see how the team can carry on, try to, get his vision out there. The thing is, if LEGO forces that to be canceled, don't be surprised. Don't be shocked, because it will happen, trust me. Losing Masks of Power was effectively a massive blow to the hearts of millions of Bionicle fans that wanted to play this game. We were upset. We were pissed. We were angry. I was angry. If you saw my videos regarding the matter, you would know how angry I was. Well, here we are in 2026. Oh, and this isn't Bionicle related, but it's still a fan game. Lego Five Nights at Freddy's. A video game that looked kind of cool. Not a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's myself, but that got canned too. Forcibly. Because it was a franchise Lego wanted nothing to do with. And yet, an independent dev was working on this game until Lego forced them to cancel it too. What the fuck? Back on topic. Lego in 2020, well, 2025, later in the year, and up until this year, we were seeing the Bionicle movies continuously being taken down in any way, shape, or form. Even the Bionicle 2.5 project that I can't find anymore. Thank you, Lego. That was taken down. All the films were taken down. All the projects relating to the films were taken down scenes off of YouTube and anywhere else Lego could find these films, be it Dailymotion or whatever the fuck. Lego decided to, and I still hold this as basically a true fact. I believe this 100%. Lego hired, basically, a team of idiots called, in all caps, Lego Group, to throw out DMCA claims left and right to YouTube uploaders who uploaded the Bionicle films. And then we're not even counting The Legend Reborn. That's on the Internet Archive. And FC movies. But Lego decided to assemble this team and order them to throw out DMCA claims left and right. And now here we are in 2025. Bionicle Mask of Light was removed off of YouTube, of course. And the other two movies were blocked. You get a double for that one, Lego. You and your subsidiary group, Lego Group. That's not the legal way to address Lego Group on legal documentation. It's the Lego Group, no caps except for the T, L, and G. Second G. You see why I despise corporations as big as they are. Because their egos sort of override any sort of, emotions that we may have towards these films, towards this franchise. Bionicle is a franchise to behold. It is our childhood. And Lego, doing all this nonsensical bullshit, basically trying everything they can to erase Bionicle from the Lego history. And you know it's true. They're disrespecting us. And this I believe 100%. Because, wow. Just look at all the events, read into it what you will, and make your own judgment call. I will go as far as to say they betrayed us. In 2010, they betrayed us. And each event that unravels after then, it was just quite a shit show to behold. The more I think about it, the more angry I get. Lego, y'all are dumb. Trying to erase your IP that you are ever so ignorant towards, they're not as grateful as they used to be. for the sales that Bionicle gave them. G2 could never hold a candle to G1. It did not perform well enough. It was subpar at best. A LEGO representative claimed on social media in 2015 that the Winter Wave sets sold well. They lied. They lied to cover up what was actually happening. The sales were subpar. Only a certain amount of Bionicle fans who were passionate enough to check out Bionicle G2 and buy every single fucking set and review it for the channel and promote this theme as best as they possibly could. For the youth of back then, it wasn't going to work. LEGO relying on us to promote the theme for them just wasn't going to work. And even now, they're still pointing the fingers at us and laughing at us. You look at a video like this, and LEGO just laugh it off and brush it off as if it's nothing, as if it means nothing to them. Our feelings mean jack and shit towards them, to them. So every time I see, like, for example, Bionicle Mask of Light and the other 3 movies being taken down and blocked from being, uploaded to YouTube, it shows where exactly this company sits in terms of morals. Their morals have changed. And you have to realize that this is a corporation. They're not your friends. No, not at all. They only exist to make money, not to satisfy their fans. The executives, when Bionicle was pitched, they initially believed that wasn't going to work. Well, they let it slip. They let Bionicle, be bought by us. And for 10 years. 9 to 10 years. And basically what happened after that, the executives got tired of Bionicle. They were annoyed with how popular it was. And so they decided to basically cut off the Bionicle's lifespan by introducing in 2008 the sockets. Yes, the fragile sockets that blow ass. We saw this earlier in 2007 with the lime joints breaking. This was a sign of things to come. LEGO was skipping on plastic. LEGO was doing everything in their power to try and butcher Bionicle G1 as best as they could. And it was effective. It worked. Some of us chose to avoid buying the Bionicle sets as expensive as they got in later years. 2008, 2009, yeah. It's tragic. It really is. So, this company, their morals have changed, obviously. It is quite obvious to me that this company is no longer driven by, feedback from us, the fans. They are more driven by cash. Because that's what a corporation is. They exist to make money, and that's all. So how do you make money? You release a theme like Bionicle and cut it off after a certain period of time. It was popular. Still is. We're in 2026 and Bionicle is still popular. So even with all these all these events that transpired ever since the death of G1, LEGO still expects us to shut the fuck up and go out and buy the supposed Tahu cosplayer minifigure. I don't even want it at this point, LEGO. You're expecting me to pay $5 for a piece of plastic that is just going to sit on the shelf and collect dust? I mean, it's only $5, whatever, sure, but still. The fact that it's a cosplayer, that doesn't sit well with me at all. It should actually be Tahu in minifig form. I'm just going to pretend that the Tahu cosplayer is in fact Tahu in minifig form. And I suggest the rest of y'all have the same attitude. Because Tahu, a Bionicle cosplayer, no. That does not... You can't do that and expect to be taken seriously at LEGO. Just like you can't take down all of the Bionicle movies off of YouTube, block them, and expect us to shut up and buy this minifig. No, I'm not buying it. Fuck you. This company is not as wholesome as they used to be. They are a corporate empire, and that's all they really are. Their morals have changed over the years. If a theme is not successful, like Bionicle G2, if it's not successful at all, it gets canned after possibly 2 years. Well, we got 2 years worth of Bionicle G2, and there was no evidence of a 2017 for Bionicle G2. They only gave us 2 years, and this I believe. Bionicle G2 was a failure, critically and financially. And yet the fingers are still pointing at us. You know, well, fuck you too, LEGO. So, what can I say after this? Is LEGO really as disrespectful towards us as I may think they are? My camera's about to die. Fuck. Yes, I believe so. They don't want us to be happy. They want us to cry every time a Bionicle project they think is... they need to eliminate the competition, basically. They need to eliminate anything that they think is not up to their standards. And thus Bionicle Mask of Power was shut down. Wow, what a shit show. This killed any hopes of me wanting to make my own Bionicle MMORPG. I won't do it anymore. I won't. Because it's LEGO's fault. They canceled Mask of Power, and therefore it's just not going to happen. You can at least make animations with the models from the game if you download the data from the Internet Archive, so there's that. But it still would have been nice to have the game. In conclusion, LEGO has done a lot of wrong, but especially towards the Bionicle community, as the years went on, as time progressed. To the point where it feels like, you know, LEGO just aren't what they used to be. There are executives there that won't let Bionicle slip through the cracks, except for this cosplayer, because they like cosplay, apparently. Every so rare chance will we see a Bionicle set. But as far as G3, no. No, we're not getting a G3. We never will. Lego's ignorance towards Bionicle and towards us, the Bionicle community, is a telling sign of where things are going here in the future. Latter half of this year, 2027, 2028, and on to the future. We will see Lego continuously shutting down our projects and brushing us off as if we mean nothing to them anymore. It's amazingly bad, really. Lego is bad. That's all I have for this video. I'll be back tomorrow with another video, so stay tuned for more videos. I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks later. Have a good fucking day, and peace.